Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
Are you alright, ma'am? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me. Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residents.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you also live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
No, you don't understand. I'm looking for a real person named Martin Martinez. He told me he's called Martin Martinez.
Pea-brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
What?
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
Oh.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Alright, have you seen a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, smoker on the balcony? Anything comes to mind? Do you know where he lives?
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
I think so.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk? He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Alright. I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
Do you know why there's a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
I see. Is one of the residents on a vacation? Their mailbox seems to be overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
Do you know who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But pretty sure I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Yeah. Hey, you know who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar.
Oh, yeah.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology, eh?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
Are you talking about the stars and star and antlers? I think that's a symbol of communism.
The symbol of what now?
It's... It's just something for loons who have no idea how economy works.
Economy? Why should anyone care about economy?
Yeah. What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
Well, that's good. That's all for now, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
I'll be off now. I'll see you later. Alright. Now that everyone is awake, let's give this apartment building another examination.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Excuse me, this apartment's supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime. There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official. You have plenty of reason to enter.
I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's been a break-in.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
There we go. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. I'm not gonna take it. Looks like a fine mattress. Oh, swarming with bugs. Ooh. Black monk straps. Alright, hello.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
I don't need your ID. I just need to ask you some questions.
Very well, but please make it quick. I need to be back in La Delta in an hour.
So who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny.
Well, it couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
You know, it's funny you should say that. My money has also disappeared, I think.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
So, what are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
That sounds, reprehensible. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent,
A sudden serious look crosses her face. This story didn't have a happy ending.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
No, that's all for now. Thank you.
Of course.
I'll see you later. Wait, are there stairs to the left, or? It's a cabinet. Sorry, we're gonna go away now, for real. Sorry about that. Alright, this is the young communist room. The bus is still... Oh! Bus is still there. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Okay, if you say so. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. What shoes are you talking about? There's a bathroom. Speaking of shoes, found new shoes. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. What? These Per and Ingersoll shoes have no lacing but a strap and buckle. Due to their elegant and affluent design, they have been described as the most advanced dress shoe. So advanced, in fact, that walking through slush and mud does not leave a single trace on them. That sounds good. Maybe it's time to dump these old snakeskin shoes.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
You're right. Beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal.
Hell yeah. Whatever that means. Alright, we investigated apartment number 10. Let's get back to the lady, cleaning lady.
Give me a moment.
Ma'am, I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment number 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
I'm sure everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow.
Yes. Well, I hope they're good people.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
I'm off. Thank you for your time. Huh. Alright, that's that. Okay. To the balcony then? I mean, we already went to the balcony, but I guess now with the cleaning lady's little tip.
Ruination has come.
Oh.
The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbour until it happened.
What happened?
A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline. Fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct firing line.
Let me take a look at the ruins in the water.
Those arches acted as support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. Underwater, iron helmets have sunk deep into the sand and the mud. Helmets of soldiers, and their finger bones too, and clavicles, littering the ocean floor.
I will take in the ocean.
The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscure the better part of the remains. This is where the damage came from. From somewhere in the inlet. The cannons. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean.
So who did this damage?
A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. The ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute on 20 co-aligned archers. They will reach the city in 58 seconds.
Hey, Kim. Do you know who shelled our city?
The Coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here.
He fears the discussion might lead to disagreements, as it often does.
Alright, well, it's time to go then. Finish that thought. Alright, so we came from here. There's Cindy. There's the door to her room. So it's gotta be this door, but it's locked. So, what gives? If we go back inside, there's only Cindy's room. Unless there's a secret entrance somewhere, or something we're not seeing? No. Nothing. So it must be the wrong balcony, or maybe there's a way in. I'm zooming out all the way I can. And there's nothing. Maybe Cindy knows about him?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my...
Actually,
We weren't put on this earth.
No idea. Alright. She said apartment 28? So upstairs, right?
Give me a moment.
She's not gonna talk again. And the exit, we just came from the exit. And there's another balcony. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. There's also an exit and a balcony here. Oh. Okay, this is completely my fault. I missed this entire area. Here we go. Breaker box full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Some money. Curtains shift just a little. Someone's watching from within. Interesting. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. What? Oh. Oh. Okay, never mind. We'll leave that door be for now. Let's go check on these rooms.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security.
Here we go.
Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Uh-huh.
let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
I guess so.
We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Alright, sure. Tonight at 9 p.m.
Tonight at 9 p.m. Right here. Apartment number 28. Good. Let's go.
Sure. It's a date. Still got a long ways to go. This is the door to apartment number 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This is door number apartment 30. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. How the hell do I get over there? I have no idea. Hello again, fellas.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
Hey, I found you guys a new bowl.
What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
What do you mean?
Now, no need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
Exactly. And I really did try.
Trying is worth as much as is accomplished. In this case, almost nothing. Fine. You try to right a wrong. It's still a gram better than actual nothing.
Hey, is there anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut.
Oh.
Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
You know, in the basement there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
I see. Well, thank you for your time. Excuse me.
Officer, the
Alright, thank you for your time. See you guys later.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Hello. I need to speak with the union boss.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. Why you want to meet that fat asshole?
I'm interviewing people about a murder that took place here, behind the hostel cafeteria there.
I know nothing about a murder.
Absolutely nothing?
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Well, this really isn't, my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
Alright then. Well, we're not gonna go anywhere with you, are we?
Scab?
Oh?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Excuse me? What's scab?
A kind of a worm. Content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Oh. You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to Scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who? Personally, I'd rather beg than Scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Big guy. He means the leader of the scabs.
Look, pal, I'm not a scab. I'm just a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop Scab. Imagine, You cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Well, I need to get past the gates and speak with your boss.
Oh, good, good. What matters do you want to discuss with Everard?
He might have information about a killing that took place beyond the hostel.
Everard's got a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, eh? Doesn't often dole it out, though. But sure, why not?
Does this mean he can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Oh.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
It's that simple, huh? I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him.
Right.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Esta. Gotcha. I've got some questions for you first.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
You're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
Uh-huh.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
Alright. So, the probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Wait, 4 pieces? Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots... what about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Alright, well, if I manage to find 1 piece of it, I think that's good enough.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits.
Right. So, basically Kuno used this to scare you then.
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Well, thank you for the cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
Alright. We gotta get moving now. See you around. In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Door is locked. Excuse me, sir. Just gonna walk right gotta walk right. Hey, can you move a little bit out of the way?
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
What do you mean by that?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Now, when you say Al-Ghul, what do you mean by that?
Yes, Al-Ghul.
He means alcohol.
Do you mean alcohol?
Correct. My small skull servant. Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison. A parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
Intentionally fermented drinks have existed for 10,000 years.
The Ilmaran people did not invent alcohol. It's existed since the Neolithic.
This is a fabrication the alchemists of Yizot and Bashir and their Rolam Al-Ghul have fed your people. Go on believing in it, race loser.
I don't think that's how history works, pal.
Why don't you have another drink? Your features are not yet congenitally deformed enough.
Okay, here we go again with the insults.
Oh yeah, Measurehead.
This is going well for Measurehead.
Look, I don't have a problem with Al-Ghul. I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al-Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
First, let me make this clear. I am not a drunk. I'm a cop. I just have a drink every now and then. Everyone does.
The ethanol fungus is deep within your nervous system, pulling the strings. You are merely its pupa now. I see no hope for you or your kind.
Oh, I'm a pooper now, am I? Look, this race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass fear for cooperation. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbour.
Come on, man. I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbour.
The situation is serious, man. Your people have probably killed a man. I need to talk to your boss.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
What?
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Hey, you know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Is this your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts mugs into trash?
So what are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean anyway?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby. He must think redheads are immigrants.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself.
You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability.
What?
From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby.
Oh.
This is not craniometry, just an observation.
Uh-huh. What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs.
What's that supposed to mean?
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Huh, interesting. So you're saying that one of my ancestors was Sur-la-Clef and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
Is that what you think?
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
So, why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
Oh. But you're all part of the union, no?
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Hey, isn't Everett the union boss white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Hey, I'm no commie.
Of course you are, Revasholian man.
Oh.
The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. All around you, the fruits of its defeat. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted disease. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
I said I'm no commie. I don't know who I am, but that's one thing I know.
Stop explaining yourself. No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Tell me, what degenerate subculture has made you dress in this shameful way?
Well, disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine.
Oh.
It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Alright, that's wonderful. But I need to enter the harbor now, on police business.
What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting into this harbor.
Alright, buddy.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Hey man, I need some of that race stuff in my brain. Sock it to me.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually uninteresting to sock anything to an infant such as you.
Oh yeah? Take this. Oh.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Degenerate alcoholic.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Oh, God. Nothing's working on this guy. Ah, my hand. Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
Actually, I like the previous races better, actually.
That is understandable. The previous racist was probably an Occidental and did not prove a real adversary.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
Well,
we still need to get into the harbor. There's an interview to conduct. There must be another way.
Try the jump. Up there on the roof. It'll be worth it. Else there is little choice but to figure out a way to deal with the man.
alright, we'll go back out there and try to do the jump.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
What are you talking about?
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
He's the one trying to provoke me.
And you're just going to let him manipulate you like that?
Look, I won't do it again, alright?
Let's think of something else.
Yeah. Let's try the roof approach again. Kuno?
Fuck does Kuno care?
I, talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
You should thank him.
Nothing. Tip really paid off. Good job, Kuno.
What? Don't be playing Kuno off as a snitch bitch. The oldest trick in the book, people.
Are you snitching, Kuno?
This is some ancient bullshit, people. Kuno would rather take 10 than snitch. Pig's full of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You found a real nice button to push. Turned the tables on him.
I, found your shack, Kuno.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno.
And then what? You fucking there. You fucking Kuno's kingdom.
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
Is that my coat up there? Pretty sure it's mine.
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that.
After all what?
Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. That explains the calluses on your hands. You scaled the side of the building, entertaining the local kids.
Oh.
Yet, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there.
Okay. So, do you think I could get into the harbor from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just got a fly, pig.
Yeah, I tried that. Didn't go so well.
Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself.
Oh.
It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Alright. What's with the pig head, Kuno?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Demo tape, huh? Like some kind of musician?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
I found a plate covered with powder residue, Kuno. You know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's with the tube of Magnesolum, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium, pal. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
Uh-huh. That's enough of that.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Alright. I'm off for now, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I know you don't. I'll see you later.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
I'm gonna go for it.
That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Yeah, you're right. I can't do it right now. I'll make the jump next time.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
Alright. Well, it's a bit of a letdown, but hey, what else is new?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Do you know something about these tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
How is he looking at the photo tied to the lynching?
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Fine. I spoke with the lorry man at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
We've discovered enough to conclude. For now.
Yes. And will you start an official investigation?
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
What's this about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
So how exactly is the lynching and the strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
What do you mean a momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
I see. And, do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
So, was the victim one of the bodyguards?
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Oh.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
So what then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
I have to say, this is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debarders have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Oh.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
See, what did I tell you, Kim? This is the great bloodletting I've been telling you about.
It appears you found it, yes. And I'm not happy for you.
It seems that, a confrontation is inevitable.
It doesn't have to be like this. Nameless, badgeless officer of the citizens' militia. One single, concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
This, colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
And his name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
And this Lely, is there anything else on him? Nationality? How old would you say he was?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Alright, and where are these, other two mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Well, we still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Ma'am, I'm afraid you don't understand. I need you to tell me, where are these mercenaries?
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Really?
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
South of the what? Oh. Alright, well, I guess one must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbour gates, the so-called scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
Right, and the other is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
Alright, I had another question for you.
I hope I can answer it better.
So you said the deceased man assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
And what did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And, who was this woman anyway?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel.
What else can you tell me about this, Crenell?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Right. Anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations. Their database is the single largest source of information in the world.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Could you contact the company? Tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
And how much time do you think we have?
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Well, that's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
So now can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
So what do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
Oh,
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like blooms in a pattern?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Preto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Preto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
What's that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Inter-Islary Age.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
So what's the use of this map anyway?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption, to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Do you know who else could tell me more about this?
His platoon members? The other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
Alright, whatever you say.
Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
That's right. I need the information.
Do what you have to do, Detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
Well, that's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not at the moment. Thank you for your time.
Tremble. The time is now. Taola.
I'm sorry? What time is that?
Time for the show. For Taola. The hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
What's a Taola?
Ulogu Theodos. Xeno Zausin. Ipoli Osithian. Echondes Fronisin.
Yeah, I don't think the time is now. Later, maybe.
No, you cannot leave.
Oh.
The countdown has not yet reached 0.
What countdown? What are you talking about? When did this countdown begin?
Monday morning. The moment you arrived in this reality are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it?
Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
And I'm sure it's not just a joke or some kind of coping mechanism?
It's totally also a coping mechanism.
Yeah, I'm going to opt out of the, whatever you just said. I don't think this was a good idea.
Okay, yes. Maybe it is just the hangover talking. Or some kind of joke you're playing on yourself instead of working on the case.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking too. I'll level up my empathy. Only because I want to understand the Kuno. The Kuno Meister. Alright. I forgot about these footprints that I can try to...
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked.
Let's go.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Alright. Let's go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46?
What do you mean, or? Which one is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Oh, alright. Keep counting.
5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
And is this a boot male or a boot female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gate is undeveloped.
Yeah, the gate. Man, I'm pretty good at this, aren't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it. And the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Yeah, well, it's probably because the same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Well, we got a heavy one over there. 200 kilogram imprint.
200? This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a soon-to-be-dead man who's tied up.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Maybe it was a giant? Nah. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe one of them was carrying someone over.
Probably yes. This would also fit with the victim being dead from a previous gunshot wound. They had to carry him because he could no longer walk.
The mercs. The mercs killed their own and framed the citizens. Framed the people of Marnaise.
Is there anything else that's noteworthy here?
Alright. There's an aberration here. One sole is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul.
Oh, this one's easy. Way too easy. It's a driver.
Well, a driver would wear down their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. Remember that abandoned lorry cabin we found?
With a piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle. Which means that the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the old soul.
Women. Always deceitful.
Yes, well... We've identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go.
Got a light step over here. A number 41 shoe.
A woman? Or a kid?
I don't know, it's hard to tell. Could be a woman, could be a kid.
Understood. Anything else?
Alright, you know what? Let's say it's...
A woman or a kid?
Let's say it's a kid.
Okay. How do you know?
He knows it's hard to discern sex from a person's gait.
I don't.
Understood. Anything else?
Alright, so how old do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
So what do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
But we know the victim had a bullet in his head. A more precise way to put it is, it was made to look like a lynching.
So we've been purposefully misled.
That is tracks? Yes.
Well, looks like we've been through all of it. Some good work we did here. What do you think about that?
Does Kuno care?
What's going on with you, kid?
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
How so?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him.
That's right.
Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you.
Yeah.
He enjoys it from time to time.
Yeah.
When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Alright, I got it. Here we go. Watch this. Hey, Kuno. Tss.
Fuck you whispering about?
Hey.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
Yeah. Let's whisper together, Kuno.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Well, I don't know how to not make him look bad. Look, Kuno, you gotta listen to me. She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Idiot.
No.
You bungled it up.
Ha
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say.
Yep.
You should understand. I got you this far.
But
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
a chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them, for trying to take the street out of Kuno.
I'll try again.
You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kuno S.
Alright, fine. Help me out here. What's the deal with Kuno S?
Just look. While Kuno has no problem being near you, she always hides behind the fence, afraid for her life. She came up with that psychopathic scheme. Also, all in all, Kuno Kuno
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Alright. Phew. Man, am I glad she's out of her hair, Kuno. She's fucked up.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Oh.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
Alright, I got only one move to play here. What's up with her, Kuno? She's terrifying. Crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Whoa.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Alright, so, look, man, is she your sister or what?
Fuck no, she's not me sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
A stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
Oh.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Well, why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
And you said she got in? How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S. Two of a kind.
So why is she called Kuno S?
Because she fucking looks like Kuno.
So you don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Kuno calls her C.
And you're saying that she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
And by real deal, what do you mean?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
Oh, and what's that language she's using? Napakempi? Fagari?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
People? What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
Well, do they have red-haired people there?
You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Oh. Hey, Kuno, do you think she could be Suruese?
Suruese? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
Yeah, there could be a relation there.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community. Or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
So what do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
Oh.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
Really? Isn't she too small to overpower someone?
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him.
Alright, easy.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police officers.
I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Fear.
Kuno, do you think it's possible that she's killed children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think, yeah?
Yeah, that's not good. So, do you think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
And where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Alright, well, in that case, how are you going to be dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
Look. You need some backup. I'm here for you, Kuno.
Listen! C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
I understand, Kuno.
Alright, now we can do business.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out of him.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
Alright. Kuno, I'll take these pens now.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies. Kuno could already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
Alright. Kuno, thank you for your time. I'll see you later.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright. Here we go. With these, with these new tracksuit pants, I can finally get a better chance of, making that leap. Yeah, there we go. This one not only has -1 savoir-faire, or however you pronounce it. Okay. So now I've got much higher chance. Oh god, what happened to my legs? Oh god, where's it? Why do I look like that? God. Alright. I guess they're really, really tight.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Hello, kid.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of here, face.
Oh, man. Alright. Here we go. One more time. Since we're in the area, let's try making that leap. Now that we got the special pants, special track pants, and... now that we got the special track pants, the Fallon track pants, Kudo special Fallon pants from... with a 90% discount. Come on. If we can't make the jump now, then we have no chance. No, we can't make the jump ever, you know? It's just not gonna happen. Whoa. There we go. I managed to do it manually this time, on my own. Here we go.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught.
Oh, I need to put points into it? That's not gonna help. I guess my other option is to try my luck with the guard. Alright. So it doesn't matter if I have less or more. I need to physically put a skill point into my savoir-faire for the option to unlock again. Alright, well that's not so fun, but now I know. Only through dialogue or skill points can I unlock a second attempt, or in this case a third attempt. And I wasted mine. I wasted 2 attempts. I might be permanently locked unless I put a point into savoir-faire, and so far I have no reason to put a point in there because I don't really use it, I don't really need it, unless for that one single thing. And I can circumvent it by going another way. Alright, so I guess F-Rod is unreachable, so we'll go talk to the Union leaders. Not the Union leaders, but the mercenaries. Let's go back to the big guy and see what he has to say for himself.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Ah, alright. Thanks, Scab Leader.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Hey, are you by any chance a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge. It just has to be said, that was not a convincing line.
Look, I don't want to cause any trouble. Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking bug. How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
Come on, man. You're not convincing anyone.
Fucking loincloth.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it?
Huh.
Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense.
Alright.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on. It's hard to do that when you want to beat a man into a pulp instead.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave now. That didn't work. I don't know why I thought a direct confrontation would work, but there you go. Alright. Let's go back to Mr. John Luke.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Oh yeah?
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbour are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. Now's the time for a spin kick. He expects the 1-2, not the 1-360. No, don't be a fucking ballerina. Rip into him. Right hook. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer.
Hell yeah.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Wrong move.
Uh-oh.
Your head is in his hands.
Oh
like
no.
A pair of forceps crushing you, and you can feel every jewel.
Hold on.
You know the words. I am a degenerate drunk.
Take the pain, goddammit. At least take that. Even under the increased force on your skull, there is no pain. Just the sound of your own blood gushing in there, feeding your mind with oxygen.
No.
It must be neurodegenerative. You never learn.
Yeah?
Just like that, the man, all you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Alright. Here we go. Yeah!
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new Measurehead now.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go, before he gets up.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
Excuse me?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
Look, I'm just trying to do my job here. There's no need for extravagance.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's coppo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait, what? What? This will be my Copo type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
No need. Let's keep that announcement on standby for now.
Good. Of course. To outright declare yourself something does seem a bit too interesting now, doesn't it? I won't trouble you any further.
Good. Certainly hope not. Excuse me. Gotta take some reals here. See you around, ladies. Alright. Finally. We're making some progress.